What is up, people of the world? It's me again, Alex Wimmer, aka AP3 Jumped, and today I'm doing an episode review for the first Lighthouse episode that actually premiered in 2020. I didn't realize I watched these episodes out of order, but um, this has happened before, so it doesn't really matter. So either way, today I'm reviewing the episode Exchange of Heart. Now this episode is very unique, and yeah, let's get started, shall we? Like I said, this episode's very unique in the fact that it mainly focuses on Clyde and his parents. So we haven't. I know we don't really get to. I'm shaking the camera a lot. I'm very sorry. And also here I am filming in different spots in my apartment again. But yeah, as I was saying, we don't really get too many episodes where Clyde was like the sole main focus. And usually, if there's any episodes that involve him, he's usually the co-protagonist along with Lincoln. So it's nice to see a Clyde focused episode. I mean, Lincoln's in the episode. He's the supporting character, but even then, he's not really in the episode much. So this episode's very interesting. It once again it once again touches on the subject that Clyde's dads are overprotective and helicopter parents, if you will. Yeah, that's the thing about Clyde's parents is that they're always overprotective of Clyde, and slowly but surely they're trying to stop being so overprotective, but it's a slow process, so it's like baby steps at this point. Now Clyde, he wants to have a sleepover with Lincoln. He wants to do like another all night movie marathon of some kind. I can't remember exactly what they want to watch, but Clyde's dads, they since they're so overprotective, they don't really want Clyde to do that because or at least Clyde knows that they wouldn't want him to do that because Clyde is sort of trying to keep this whole thing in secret because Clyde's parents won't let him leave the house. They just won't. So what Clyde does, he somehow gets an exchange student. I forget how he even does this, but he gets an exchange student named Tiago. He's from Brazil. He's around Clyde's age, and he tries to distract Clyde's parents by having Tiago over to spend time with his parents, and so and try. Clyde keeps trying over and over again to try to sneak out and go to Lincoln's house without his parents knowing, but it's not really working out for him. He's trying every single method that he can, but he just keeps failing and failing and failing over and over again, trying to go to Lincoln's house. But after a while, that plot sort of gets tossed aside for a different one. And this is exactly what Family Guy does, actually. It takes one plot, pushes it aside in favor of a whole new plot entirely, and a whole new main plot. I'm not talking about A plots and B plots. That's not what I'm talking about at all. But if you watch Family Guy, then you know what I'm talking about. Scratching behind my knee. Anyway, so Clyde's new worry is that he's worried that Tiago is going to wind up replacing Clyde. Not that Tiago is trying to do that. Tiago's actually a very nice kid. He's a very likable character, and so. Clyde's just worried that since Tiago is spending so much time with Clyde's parents, that Clyde's parents are going to favor Tiago over Clyde in the long run, and Clyde's cats Cleopatra and TT. I think that's their names. I know Cleopatra's right. Nefertiti is close. I'm not sure if that's exactly the right name, but they're they are actually good supporting characters in this episode. You don't really see them in the spotlight all that much because, yeah, this is the first episode in which we see the Clyde's cats in any kind of spotlight, really, and that have any sort of major influence to the plot at all. So that's really nice. So, uh, long story short, Clyde's dads are actually taking. They're going with Diago to the airport because earlier in the episode, Clyde was like, "Oh, you should try going to Brazil. That'd be a fun place to go," or something like that. I forget exactly what he says. So since Clyde said that, he's worried he accidentally influenced them to do that. So Clyde rushes to the airport, but he doesn't do it alone. He calls Lincoln to get Lori to drive him over there, and that part alone is funny because Lori is like she's half asleep while she's driving, and then at one point she just plops her head onto the horn and falls asleep. And then we don't see Lincoln and Lori. We don't see them for the rest of the whole episode. So yeah, that scene was very funny. So Clyde he sees his parents and Tiago, and Clyde tells him about not the fact that he was trying to sneak out and go to Lincoln's house, but he instead opens up to them about, oh, I'm worried that you guys are going to replace me, and turns out Clyde kind of misses being a little bit overprotected by his parents, just a little bit. I mean, like I said, Clyde, he's kind of getting sick and tired of his dad's helicopter parenting, but while he wants that to be dismissed, he kind of appreciates that, and I'll explain why. Because Clyde's dads, they they pretty much tell Clyde, "Oh, we're never going to replace you, or we never leave you for any reason," and that was actually a really sweet moment between Clyde and his dads. So yeah, I'm going to skip over something and really quick and just go skip straight to the end. So Lincoln and shit, I can't even talk. Clyde and his dads are back at the house. So Clyde's parents are going to learn to be a little less overprotective, and so yeah, that's very interesting because it seems like both characters are. It seems like both parties involved. Clyde and Howard and Harold. Seems like they all sort of are able to appreciate the other's side. I could probably word this a lot better, but like I said earlier, while Clyde was getting sick and tired of his parents being overprotective, he kind of appreciates it a little bit. But he's still glad that his parents are learning to stop being so overprotective, and that's exactly what they do. Howard and Harold, they're learning to not be as overprotective as they usually are, and they're trying to learn to be a little bit more lenient and be a little less overprotective in the long run. So, yeah. Like I said earlier, that's been a recurring theme for Clyde's parents for a long time now, actually, and that provided a very interesting dynamic between Clyde and his parents, and very interesting to see the point of view from all three of them, actually. So basically, what I'm getting at is that Clyde's family, they all have an interesting dynamic. They have interesting internal conflicts going on that are fun to watch, and I like seeing these particular conflicts being resolved. even if it is, just slowly but surely. So anyway, that's the episode. Now back to the part that I skipped back at the airport. Uh, so we're back at the airport, and Clyde is talking to Tiago, and turns out Tiago was a little bit overbearing by Clyde's parents, and Tiago was like, "Don't get me wrong, I really like your dads, but they're just a little bit much." And so it turns out Tiago doesn't have to go back to Brazil for anything in particular, like everyone was led to believe, but I forget why. I forget the pretend reason as to why Tiago wanted to go back, but turns out Tiago just wants to go. It's just time for Tiago to go back home. Nothing in particular, but yeah. So all in all, I really like this episode. I wind up saying a lot more about the episode than I initially thought I was going to say. So. And sometimes this happens with episodes. Sometimes I appreciate an episode more as I'm talking about it for a video review. I know it's really weird. I don't know how if anybody else I don't know if anyone else experiences that, but it's something that's happened to me a lot when reviewing TV episodes. So yeah, all in all, I really like this episode. It's pretty good. And Tiago, he's a real likable character. He's a good one-off character. I don't know if we'll ever see him again, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. He might just be a one-off character. So yeah, all in all, this episode, it's pretty good. If you like Clyde and his parents, and if you like their dynamic, then I highly recommend this episode. If you don't really care much for Clyde at all, then this might not be the episode for you. But, I don't know, I'd say give it a chance either way. You know what's funny? This episode has a very similar title to another previous Clyde-focused episode called Change of Heart. And in fact, the titles are almost exactly the same. I just find that very, very interesting. That's the first thing I noticed when I saw the episode's title. I'm like, oh, wow. I didn't think they'd make this episode title so similar to another one. But yeah, a lot of us is known for doing that sort of thing, and other shows as well. But yeah, if you like this video, then let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I want to hear all your guys' thoughts. So leave a like on the video if you liked it, and ring the bell to be notified of future videos that I make. And please stay tuned for more videos throughout the week. I've still got episode reviews for the newest Casagrande episodes that came out this week, and a discussion video about the 2020 WWE Royal Rumble with my friends Tyler and Michael. Hopefully I can get both of them in the same video. So yeah, either way, I've still got plenty more content for this week. It's going to pretty much bleed throughout the start of February, so yeah, look forward to all of that. Now, once again, I'm Alex Swimmer, aka AP3 Jones. Thank you so much for watching until the end. That is it for me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.